Welcome to Car Flash, where we bring you the sharpest reviews of the latest cars, straight from the road to your screen. Today, we're diving into one of the most refined and consistently popular midsize luxury SUVs in the game, the 2026 Lexus RX 350. Lexus has made subtle but meaningful changes this year, and whether you're a loyal Lexus fan or new to the RX lineup, there's a lot to unpack. So, buckle up, we're about to find out what makes the 2026 RX 350 stand out in a competitive field. Exterior. Right from the moment you see it, the RX 350 continues Lexus's mission to blend elegance with presence. At the front, the signature spindle grille has been revised again. At this time, it's more integrated into the bodywork and flanked by sleeker, narrower LED headlights. There's a bolder, more confident look now, but not aggressive. Lexus seems to be leaning into a mature, high-end aesthetic rather than chasing trends. The new design language introduces sharper creases and refined surfacing, especially around the hood and bumper. The daytime running lights retain the signature L motif, now subtly reworked to feel more dynamic. And if you're looking at the F-Sport trim, you'll see more darkened details, larger intakes, and a sportier edge. Moving along the side, the profile of the 2026 RX 350 doesn't veer too far from the outgoing model, but the proportions feel a touch more athletic. The wheelbase has been slightly stretched, improving stance and interior space. Wheel options range from 19 to 21 inches, and Lexus has reworked the design of these alloys to align with the more sculpted body lines. There's a rising shoulder line that gives the RX a planted look, and the floating roof design returns that blacked-out C-pillar remains a divisive but unmistakable styling cue. Flush door handles are now standard across all trims, cleaning up the silhouette and adding a modern touch. Small aerodynamic tweaks around the mirrors and side skirts help with both noise reduction and efficiency. At the rear, Lexus continues the refinement. The full-width LED taillight bar is back and even crisper in execution. It stretches across the tailgate, connecting the sleek new taillamps, and lights up in a sophisticated red glow. The Lexus script replaces the traditional badge again this year, emphasizing the brand's new minimalist identity. The bumper is clean, with no visible exhaust outlets, keeping in line with the RX's understated luxury image. On F-Sport trims, you do get a bit more attitude with contrast-colored lower trim and a rear diffuser treatment, but nothing feels overdone. The design walks a fine line between stately and sporty, and it succeeds. Interior. Inside, the RX 350 offers a cabin that feels both high-tech and deeply comfortable. Materials are top-notch. Think soft-touch leatherette, optional semi-aniline leather, laser-cut wood, and aluminum trim depending on your configuration. Lexus has focused heavily on the Tazuna concept for interior layout, which aims to keep everything intuitive and within reach of the driver. That means a curved digital display that flows smoothly from the instrument cluster into the center touchscreen. A 14-inch unit on most trims. The interface is significantly improved from earlier Lexus systems. It's responsive, clearer, and finally supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto across the board. The center console has been cleaned up, with fewer physical buttons, but Lexus hasn't gone full touchscreen. Thankfully, you still get tactile climate controls. Storage is plentiful, and there's a wireless charging pad that now features active cooling to keep your phone from overheating. The seats themselves are supremely comfortable, with ample bolstering and adjustability, especially on higher trims with 10 or 12-way power settings. Rear seat space is improved thanks to the extendable base. There's generous legroom, and the reclining rear seats now come standard. Cargo space hasn't drastically changed, but it's still competitive, especially with the second row folded flat. Performance under the hood, the 2026 RX 350 sticks with the turbocharged 2.4-liter inline-4 engine introduced in the previous generation. It delivers 275 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque, paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Front-wheel drive is standard, but most buyers will likely opt for the available all-wheel drive. While it doesn't have the high output excitement of some German rivals, this powertrain is smooth, responsive, and surprisingly capable. Lexus has clearly prioritized refinement and efficiency here, and it works. Acceleration is confident, with 0-60 times hovering around 7.2 seconds, but the real story is how quiet and composed it feels in everyday driving. The steering has been tweaked to offer better road feel, and the suspension is now slightly firmer to reduce body roll without sacrificing ride comfort. The result is a car that feels secure and grounded in corners, especially with the adaptive variable suspension on the F-Sport models. Drive Mode Select lets you customize throttle, steering, and suspension responses. Eco, Normal, and Sport are standard, while F-Sport trims add Sport Plus and Custom. If you want more power, Lexus offers hybrid variants, but that's another review. Fuel economy remains strong for the class. Expect around 22 miles per gallon city and 29 highway for the front-wheel drive RX 350, with slightly lower numbers for AWD versions. It's not a game-changer in efficiency, but it's competitive and very usable as a daily driver or road trip machine. As for pricing, the 2026 Lexus RX 350 starts at around $51,000 for the Bass Premium trim. Step up to the Premium Plus, Luxury, or F-Sport handling, and you can easily push into the low $60,000s. Fully loaded, the RX 350 can reach close to $65,000, but even at that price, it still undercuts some of the European competitors while offering a comparable level of features, craftsmanship, and long-term reliability. Standard equipment is generous, with Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0 including adaptive cruise control, lane tracing assist, pre-collision warning, and pedestrian detection. Now, here's the bottom line. The 2026 Lexus RX 350 doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it absolutely refines it. Lexus understands what its customers value: comfort, quality, quietness, and long-term durability. The updates this year bring a sharper look, smarter tech, and even better driving composure without alienating what made the RX a success in the first place. It's not the flashiest SUV out there, but it doesn't need to be. It's confident, composed, and effortlessly premium. If you're cross-shopping against the BMW X5, Acura MDX, or Audi Q7, the RX may not be the sportiest, but it's arguably the easiest to live with. And in today's world, that counts for a lot. Thanks for watching Car Flash. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the latest rides, and let us know in the comments what you picked the RX 350 over its rivals. Until next time, drive safe and stay sharp.